If we win our next game in the Champions League, we will automatically qualify for the next round in top spot. Of course, we're versing Juventus away from home in that game, but we've beaten Porto, so they're basically as good as each other. Hey guys, and welcome back to the 20th episode of the FM21 Real Madrid Save with me, Raxel FM. I don't normally say that, but I've gone with it. Where today we are facing Juventus and then Atletico Madrid in a crucial game in the Champions League and then a crucial game in the league. As you can see by the table, it is still close, and I am sick of Valencia not losing. It's insanely frustrating. The only game they've lost was to us, and it was 4-1. We battered them. An absolute joke. I'm not having it. If you guys are enjoying the series so far, please make sure that you do smash the like button on this video. Likes have been going down recently, so please don't forget to press that like button. It helps a bunch more people see the video. So 6 likes today would be awesome to try and get ourselves back up. And also subscribe to the channel if you are enjoying the series so far. But since last time, I've done a fair bit of simulating, and I have planned what is going on in the next episode as well, because that was up for debate at the end of the last episode. But we won every single one of our games since last time, with some pretty solid wins in there. The only real nervy one was this one against Alvarez. Unfortunately, away from home, it wasn't the best form ever, but we ended up coming away with 3 points, so who really cares about it? And for tomorrow's episode, we will be covering the Barcelona game, and then simulating forward into the January transfer window to face Athletic Bilbao in the Super Cup semi-final, which is, of course, the most important game in this entire series, because that is one of the 2 trophies we have not won yet. So it's pretty crucial stuff. The World Championship begins in 14 days. In 14 days? Okay, maybe we're going to be doing the World Championships in next episode. We'll have to see what happens, but for now, that's the plan. And for now, this is the squad that we are going to be using against Juventus. It seems very rotated. That's because it is rotated. But we've still got some of our best players in there, including Jovic, Depay, Hazard, Valverde, Modric, Rodrigo, Carvajal, Militao, Varane, Mendy, and Courtois. Our backline is exactly the way we want it to be. We do still have some injury concerns to Dybala. We've got a couple of players that just aren't completely fit, so a bit of rotation is necessary, but I still think we've got a very strong side. Rodrigo on the right hand side is probably the weakest link out of everyone, but he's doing alright when he comes into the squad. He just hasn't had a whole lot of opportunities to really show what he's made of, so I hope that today he can show what he's made of and score a lot of goals. We're facing CR7 today. Asensio, another former player of ours. I think there was another player in there that we used to have at Real Madrid, but definitely not in this save. But for now, we're focusing on the first highlight because we are on the ball. Hazard loses it, but it's okay. They pick it up in a dangerous position. Sergio Ramos was the man. I knew he was a former player for us. Obviously, he's currently playing for them in real life, but it doesn't matter because Luka Jovic has scored within 30 seconds, and I don't really understand how that wasn't Depay's goal. Can we watch that again? I swear Depay just ran around, swiftly put it, curling, finessingly into the bottom corner. That has not touched Jovic. You cannot say that has touched Jovic. That is an absolute goal steal and a half. No, that's a tidy finish from Depay, and Jovic has just stood in the right place at the right time to get a final touch. But I'm sure he's not complaining, and I'm sure Courtois is not complaining there. With a fine save against Cristiano Ronaldo, you really would be expecting him to bury that one. But they're not going to be down and out just yet, as they still have some more opportunities with plenty of the game left to go. I think if they don't win this one, there's a high chance they're not going to go through to the next round, as long as we... Actually, then it will literally be between... The Juventus and Porto got there eventually, assuming that we beat Borussia Mönchengladbach in the next round. So it is really anyone's game, but for us, it's very much us on top, as we are going 2-0 up now, and surely that's going to confirm us going into the next round at the top of the table for the Champions League. I think we could get through without getting a single other point. That sounds like a mathematical... No, I don't think it can happen, actually. No, I don't think it can happen. Maybe. It can happen. Maybe, I don't know. There's too much maths involved in that. We're working it out. Okay, so if we don't get a point here, it would be 9, and Juventus would have 7. Then, if we don't beat Borussia Mönchengladbach, they would be on 10. We'd be on 9. And then no, there's no way. We have to get some points before the end. Okay, I've worked it out, and let's take it more seriously. We're 2-0 up, so we shouldn't really be complaining right now. Modric swings in a ball. It finds Hazard at the back post after a great flick on, but it's just gone outside of the post, and that was a great opportunity for him. He's already scored once in this game. It would be asking quite a bit for him to score another one. With Hazard in the save, it definitely would be asking quite a bit for him to score another one, but we're not going to complain with 2-0 in the first half with another opportunity coming our way. Memphis Depay playing out on that right hand side, not actually, but he's a cam, but he's playing out on that right hand side for that moment. Rodrigo with a great switch over to Hazard. Sergio Ramos with an even better tackle. Wasn't actually that good because he didn't retain possession. We've almost gotten a goal there as it's hit the woodwork once again. We are dominant in this game. Juventus don't know what to do. They don't know how to respond, and I think we're going to come away with all 3 points to put ourselves on top of the table to end the group stage. And yeah, I'm fairly confident of that. Rodrigo's on the ball here. If we can get a third, it's going to wrap it up. Jovic does. He gets a third. Rodrigo with the assist. We don't mind that at all for the statistics for the young man. But Jovic is doing really well in the Champions League. Nunes is doing really well in the actual league. So I think there's a good balance of strikers going on at the squad right now. We definitely don't need Benzema anymore. Although I do think he's doing quite well at Inter. And he is a bit of a club legend, even though he's not even on the favoured personnel list in this game, which is highly disrespectful if you ask me, but we're not going to complain. He's been sold, we've moved on, and we've got some better players in the lineup now. We're going to bring Hazard off as soon as he goes back down to tired, because he got a wee bit of a boost as we went into the halftime break. There we go, it's just gone down to tired, so we're going to bring Hulk on for him, who has not had many opportunities to play, but the one game that I have played him this year, he scored a goal. Coincidence? I literally think not. I genuinely think that Hulk is actually an alright player. At 35 or 36 years of age now, he's still got some quality about him. And if he had those stats at the age of 19, he would be considered the biggest wonder kid on Football Manager this year. But unfortunately, he's quite old. And Asensio's just scored against his former club to potentially start an absolutely insane run of form to hopefully get them back into the game, but we're wanting to close that down before it does happen. Carvajal's coming off because he's tired as well. Bringing Garcia on to run out the last few minutes. He's developing well. He's still very young, so I think he's going to be an asset for years and years to come to this side, even though we're only doing one more year of this save, but just ignore that. Don't worry about that. We're still winning the game 3-1 here with 10 minutes to go. They're definitely doing better to attack against us in the second half, but I'm pretty confident we're coming away with all 3 points. Depay's coming off even, and Oxlade-Chamberlain's coming on just to run out the last few minutes and keep everyone kind of fit for the games that I'm playing in the future. On camera, I just remembered, against Atletico Madrid, and they're on the ball right now. We can't really write them off just yet. They're a good squad, and Ronaldo's through, and they've almost scored with 5 minutes to go. That would have been a stressful last few minutes. Even a draw, I think, would... No, there's too much maths. I'm not doing that maths. I just can't be bothered. I'm not even going to act like it's because I can't do the maths. I can't be bothered. I'm too lazy to do it. Jovic really should have been on an absolutely pacing run there, but luckily Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has placed it into the back of the net with quite a bit of power, to be fair. That's not exactly what I'd call placing, but it's gone in. That's the thing that matters, and we're 4-1 up. We're going to get the win. It's a tidy win, and Jovic I don't even know why I brought up Jovic there, actually. I was trying to think of something to say, because I meant to say Modric got the assist, but I mentioned Jovic, and I couldn't think on my toes. I apologise. Courtois into Modric, this time I've got the name right, into Hulk, playing it over, and we could still not be done. Or maybe it's Juventus that isn't done yet. Asensio on the ball, playing it out to Cuadrado. It's a very action-packed game. I tell you what, if you bought a ticket to this game, you would not be complaining, unless you were a Juventus fan, because you've kind of been hammered at home, and we almost got another goal there, but with 3 minutes to go, come on, surely we're not seeing any more highlights. Surely that is game, set, and match. We're going through to the next round of the Champions League, versing a second-place squad. Still not that easy. All the teams that get through in the Champions League are insanely good, unless there's a bit of an upset during the group stage, and we have done exactly that. We've gone through we're going to finish in the top spot unless I've done my maths incorrectly. I'm pretty certain I have not. We're going to take a look. Where is it? Qualify for the first knockout round, and we have qualified in top spot. Don't even have to worry about showing the next game on camera because it doesn't mean anything. That's what I'm saying, because I'm kind of nervous that we're going to lose it. I swear we had Borussia Mönchengladbach in our group last year, and I think we lost to them at one point. If I'm not mistaken, I am mistaken. No, I am not mistaken. They beat us 2-0. See, I don't want to lose to Borussia Mönchengladbach again. It's very embarrassing. It was embarrassing the first time. It's going to be even more embarrassing the second time. But for now, we're facing Atletico Madrid in the... It is Atletico, right? There's so many Atleticos and Athletic. I think it's Atletico. I'm going with Atletico. I'm 99% sure we're going to face them in the Madrid derby and hopefully come away with yet another win. Don't want to get our first loss of the season just yet. Valencia, could you do us a favour and actually lose a game of football? Like, you're not actually that good. Come on, like, you're not in the Champions League. You're not even in the Europa League. Just lose against Real Betis. They're not bad. It's just more stress than I actually need right now. I have been known to rotate in games where I really shouldn't be rotating. Against Atletico Madrid, away from home today, I'm not rotating. Let's be real here. This needs to be a big win. Otherwise, it's going to be very sad to lose our first game of the season against our fierce rivals, aside from Barcelona, obviously. Still haven't played an El Clasico this season, so make sure you watch next episode. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we're only losing Dybala to injury right now, so we've basically got our best 11 out there. Valverde has asked for more game time, and I've actually evaluated his stats and thought kind of deserves it. So I'm giving him a pick in the squad today. Zaniolo's got some good form at the moment. Got another goal. With £50 million now, I have no idea how this has happened, but we're going to see if he can do anything on camera for you boys, because he wasn't exactly world class last episode, even though I completely hyped him up to be the second coming of Messi or Ronaldo or anything. But facing the Atletico Madrid side today, we can see not many changes to the squad at all from their real life squad. But to be fair, their real life squad is pretty good with a lot of potential, including Sal, Llorente, Felix, Felipe even could gain in ability. So they could certainly be a better side than they were last year. But I would have thought they would have brought someone in by now. But we are in with the first opportunity of the game, assuming that we're not going to lose it here, as Casemiro, our captain, plays it back to Odegaard. There's a nice one-touch passes going on here. He takes a touch there, of course, which is necessary, but Valverde, one touch. Look at this. It's one touch stuff. It's beautiful. As long as we don't lose it and we find a gap somewhere around here, this is going to go well. And Núñez has found a gap, and Zaniolo has got the assist, and it's 1-0 just like that. Look at that. Tiki-taka. That is not what we're playing, but it's happened, and I'm not going to complain about it. Casemiro plays it through to Valverde. Valverde finds Darwin. Darwin back to Zaniolo, and it's a beautiful 1-2. And Núñez, or Darwin, however you want to call him, he finishes it. He doesn't miss those, and it's 1-0 with one shot to us, 2 to them. It's slightly against the run of play potentially, but we're on the ball once again, and maybe we're just being clinical, creating opportunities and finishing them. As Núñez is in again, and this time it's gone at Oblak, and he makes a fine save, but that is not a bad run in behind. We don't mind that. If he has about 10 more of them, he's going to score at least 3, like 30% of his chances. That's not bad. That's not a bad ratio. Let's not get too apprehensive about that. After 30 minutes, we're still 1-0 up, not seeing a huge amount of opportunities from Atletico Madrid, but to be fair, we're not seeing a huge amount of opportunities from us in the first half. 2 chances, 1 goal. It's not horrendous. Still have a wee bit left in the tank in the second half. I'm definitely considering moving on to a balanced mentality to try and hold out the game, because I do seem to be having a couple of shots. Whether or not they're good shots is based off the XG, probably not true, but it still could happen at any point in time. And if we get a second goal here, I'll feel a lot more comfortable as Odegaard's on the ball, dribbling inside. That is beautiful. He's won a penalty. That is magnificent. And whoever they pick for the penalty, I'm just leaving, because I have been changing the penalty taker so often this year, and it always seems to backfire. I believe it will be Hazard to take it. I'm going to let him do it. I'm not messing with it. Go Hazard. Why can't we score penalty? We're Real Madrid. He's got 19 penalties. Why can't we score? This is happening so much right now. I have no idea. I thought that me just, not interfering with the system would... I don't even know what to do anymore. But with 25 minutes to go, we're not doing bad. And I think my first substitution's got to be made, though. Depay's coming on for Hazard after that poor penalty miss. I'll definitely make another substitution, but I can't actually think of anyone that needs to come off at this point in time. And I hope I haven't created an opportunity here as Sal's on the ball, on the right-hand side, playing a ball in, but we get rid of it. And it could be our counter-attack. I hope I have created an opportunity here. Hazard with his final manoeuvres of the game, playing it through to Zaniolo. And so Zaniolo's shot gets blocked, but there's a fine tackle. And not a bad run at all for Hazard to end the game on. With only 20 minutes to go, we have another opportunity. Varane hits a woodwork, and I have no idea how we're not 2-0 up in this game. Our XG is certainly suggesting that we are the dominant side, and we probably should have more than one goal, probably due to that penalty miss. But we're going to make our second substitution, actually second and third substitutions, in the form of Bentancur coming on for Valverde, and Jovic is going to come on for Odegaard, Nunez, Zaniolo, switch like that, to get them all into positions that they can actually play. And we're just going to let it ride out. If we win 1-0 away from home against our rivals, I'm not going to complain. And I think we've done it. I'm not complaining. 1-0, we've done the job. It's professional. It's consistent. We've done what we needed to. We've done nothing more than we needed to. But 3 points is 3 points. And what is going to happen? And I know it sounds petty, but I just want them to not win. Like, Valencia is making it so much more stressful than it needs to be in this entire league campaign. I know they're only 2 points behind us, but that means if we slip up once, they're right on our tail. Like, literally right on our tail. And they're Valencia. Like, no disrespect to Valencia, but they're not exactly powerhouses of Europe. I think they've slipped up. Against Real Betis, they have finally lost a game, aside from their one against us. And it's... I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name, but Mata has scored in the 93rd minute to do it for us. I love you. I know that there's our players in this team, including Bale and Vinicius Jr., so I probably should want them to do very well, but I'm chuffed. I'm so happy. They've dropped points. That means that we now have a 6-point gap. They do have a game in hand on us, though. So, and it's not a 6-point gap, it's a 7-point. That'd be a 4-point gap, though. So that means we can at least slip up once and still be slightly relaxed about our form in the season. So that's what we like to see. That is where we're going to end this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to pick up next time at the Barcelona game in the El Clasico. I don't know what's going to happen with the Club World Cup. Apparently it's starting in 9 days. I don't know. On the 14th of the 12th. How is this not in our schedule? The 14th of the 12th. That's literally 2 weeks away. It is in the schedule now. What? I'm so confused. Okay, I guess we're playing against Barcelona and the Club World Championship semi-final. Okay, we'll go with it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. Make sure you do like and subscribe if you have. And I'll see you all later.